Shabbos Chof Ov Tovshin Chof Gimel. That year, Chof Ov came out on Shabbos. So the Rebbe davened for the Amid, obviously, and I remember standing there, also not so far, and you could hear the Rebbe daven. And the interesting thing was when it came to Keilodein, which the meaning Chabad always was, till the Rebbe basically seems like changed it, that they didn't sing Keilodein. The Welt sang L'choderanno, L'chodeide, and Keilodein. Lubavitch never sang not L'chodeide, not Keilodein. Later on, by the Rebbe, we started this, the Rebbe changed. But then it was still the time when we did not sing Keilodein. So the Rebbe said Keilodein, he said it for the Amid, like you regularly say. Then, all of a sudden, when it came to the words from Pe'er v'Choved, it was mamish so interesting that the Rebbe, all of a sudden, when he had to say the words, instead of saying it stam, he started singing with Shamil's nigun. And everyone was listening. It was mamish such a tziyur. And from there till the end of Keilodein, the Rebbe sang it with the nigun of Shamil's nigun. I think it was that same Shabbos. Maybe it was a different Shabbos when the Rebbe davened for the Amid, but I'm pretty sure, but not 100%, that it's the same Shabbos that when the Rebbe davened for the Amid, on the side, on the right side of the Rebbe, there was the whole area where the Bochrim stood. And there were some Bochrim was standing right in front, and they kept on the whole time looking at the Rebbe, but they weren't davening. So the Rebbe turned around in middle of davening, obviously before Baruch Shama, it was before it was the middle of the Shir HaMaylos, and I remember the Rebbe turned around and said, "Was davened in it?" It was like being upset. "Was davened in it?" I think it was the same Shabbos. But then I also remember that later on, before Mincha, the Rebbe did not get an aliyah for Mincha Bechlal. The Rebbe would get an aliyah Shabbos Maftir, and then to the Mincha he wouldn't get an aliyah. But I overheard the Gaboyim before Mincha. I remember Yechon Gordon with somebody else. I don't remember who it was. We're talking whether maybe since it's Yortzeit, the Rebbe has Yortzeit today, maybe we should give the Rebbe the aliyah for Mincha also. They didn't know because it's never didn't happen. So maybe it's something new. And so I remember I was standing there when they came to decide that they were going to give him, and the Rebbe standing by the Amid. When they came to Shlishi, they announced Yamid Adonai Mereinu Rabbeinu. Remember, the Rebbe turned around, made with his hands, like put his hands up, like it's a simon. What is this? I mean, I don't think it was a taina, but like a wonder. And then the Rebbe went to the Aliyah, took the Aliyah. And I think from then on, every time it came out on Shabbos, Yortzeit, so the Rebbe got an Aliyah from Mincha. And then later it changed to the whole system the way it was later. But this was the first time, I think it was the first time that they gave the Rebbe an Aliyah to Mincha also, which means he had two Aliyahs in the same day. Now, I don't know what happened years before, but from the way I overheard them talking about it, seems like it was a Dvar Chidush that they were planning to do. And this happened on the same day. That was Chof Ov Tovshin Chof Gimel.